877-1900.
The latest coffee trend is catching people by surprise. Get this, they are putting floral flavors like rose, lavender, and hibiscus in their drinks. Dylan Capshaw from Stemistry is here with some tips to up our coffee game and become an at-home barista by making syrups and perfecting the cold brew. Mr. Dylan, thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
We have got to talk about Stemistry. I honestly, man, I applaud you for the great work that you've done, but give us a little backstory on Stemistry.
Yeah, absolutely. So I started Stemistry as an online kind of floral shop back in 2020 when I was sent home from school for COVID. So I grew it as an online business for 2 years. We were just shipping out flowers, and then I opened my first store in North Scottsdale in March of 2021. And then since then, we've been growing and making all kinds of fun, different coffee drinks for people.
And I know we didn't hit on it, but you were how old when you started this?
So when I first started online, I was 13. I signed my lease at 15.
That is awesome. You are already on 2 locations.
Yeah, we just opened in downtown Phoenix a couple months ago.
That's an amazing story right there, Dylan. So how can we at home become our own barista by making some very simple syrups?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really easy, and honestly, it's a great way to kind of spruce up your coffee if you don't like plain black coffee. So we're going to make a rose syrup today, which is our most popular syrup in our store. Our best-selling drink of all time is our rose latte. So we'll learn how to make a base.
And the good thing about Stemistry is you started this because you have a love for flowers and coffee.
Yeah.
And now you've really blended the two, and it's doing something perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get to come in, and whether you're there for flowers or you're there for coffee, you kind of get a mix of both for whatever you're getting that day.
And what's the steps to start this one?
Totally. So first you can get a saucepan out, and then you're going to mix 2 cups of water. So we're going to pour in some water. 2 cups of water with 2 cups of cane sugar. And then you're gonna mix this together until the sugar dissolves, and then let it boil for about 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna mix this in here a little bit. And then after you get it boiling for about 2 minutes, you're gonna pour in some food-grade dried rose petals. So this is about half a cup of rose petals. This is exactly what we use in our store. And then you're gonna cover and you're gonna let it simmer for about 10 to 12 minutes. And then once you let that simmer, it's all kind of sticky and you got that pink consistency in there. You're gonna strain it, and then you can keep it in the fridge sealed for about 6 weeks. And then we use about 1 to 2 tablespoons at a time per drink. So your finished product is gonna look just like this right here.
That TV magic. That looks amazing.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, Dylan, how did you come up with this? Like, I would have never thought to infuse flowers into something that we drink.
Right. I mean, honestly, I've always had a real passion and a love for coffee. I just love the kick I get drinking it, and I love the science behind making it. So since I had the flower store, I wanted to combine the two. In Stemistry, we're a full-on flower shop with a build-your-own bouquet bar you can come in and do, but I wanted to mix it with the coffee as well. So I created the whole menu myself, just sitting in school, bored during classes, putting it all together. And the rose latte was the first drink I ever came up with, and it happened to be our best seller. So I think the two just tie really nicely together.
It's a perfect relationship.
Yeah, thank you. So finishing up the drink, we just have a cup with ice, and then it's the summertime, so we're using cold brew today. So this is some pre-made cold brew. Cold brew is pretty easy to make at home. It's actually easier to digest than regular black coffee. And it's a little bit smoother, so we love cold brews. So this is just an ice cold brew. We're gonna add in, I always it, but about 1 to 2 tablespoons of rose syrup. And then if you want our classic Stemistry touch, you can add some rose petals on top, which you'll get in our store. And just like that, you have an iced rose cold brew. So super easy to make, and it's delicious and refreshing for the hot heat outside.
This is perfect. I love it. Thank you so much, Mr.
Absolutely.
Dylan. Man, congratulations on all the great work that you're doing in Arizona.
Thank you so much.
And I love that you have taken something so beautiful and you've added it to so many people's mornings now.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
From electronics to lawn equipment to electric bikes, even the diamond